What do I need in my business to make my business better? Okay, I have the idea. Doesn't matter what your business is, but you have ideas, pain points in your business that you know if you had this technology, your business would be so much easier, so much better, so much more efficient, so much more capable. Take that and now iterate on how would I apply that to the military? How could I take this thing that would make my business better and apply it to the military so that the military can then be better, more efficient, more capable, all the things that it's going to make your business. So now that SBIR's going to become real and be back, what kind of ideas should you pitch? This is a question I get all the time from my clients. They tell me they need to get in front of the warfighter, they need to get in front of these units so they understand what the units want and what the units need so they can pitch something that's going to win. And they want to really up their chances of getting that next SBIR award or that next contract by understanding their end user, the warfighter, some unit somewhere, and then producing something that's going to solve a problem for them. In normal scenarios and normal business, like that's the right approach. You want to understand what your end user needs, solve a problem that they have, and now you have a business. Problem is the government is not very consistent with what it actually needs. So when people are asking me, what should I put in for? I tell them, well, what do you need? What does your business need to be successful? Understand that the government buys everything. It's the largest healthcare tool buyer, system buyer in the world. It's got the most hospitals. It buys tons of food. It runs a bunch of grocery stores. It has whole communities that it supports all over the world. The government buys all sorts of stuff that you would never think, the military specifically. If it's something that's useful in the commercial marketplace, it's probably useful for the military. So instead of trying to think, what does the end user really need to be successful? And I need to get in front of them before I can go and submit to SBIR or to some of these opportunities that exist. Forget all that. Instead, think, what do I need in my business to make my business better? Okay, I have the idea. Doesn't matter what your business is, but you have ideas, pain points in your business that you know if you had this technology, your business would be so much easier, so much better, so much more efficient, so much more capable. Take that and now iterate on how would I apply that to the military? How could I take this thing that would make my business better and apply it to the military so that the military can then be better, more efficient, more capable, all the things that it's going to make your business. So now it's just a creative writing exercise. You have the thing that you know in your core, in your soul, that will make your business better. That's what you go and build. You also have the military who has potential to provide some funding through the SBIR program and others. You got to make a compelling case how that thing that you're going to develop on this side, on the commercial side, is going to impact positively on the military side. And if you can do that and you get funded, that's dual use. The reality is all the policy, all the language coming out of the military says, we care about dual use. We don't care about single use, bespoke military developments. We realized a long time ago, really the first Trump administration, that trying to develop stuff just for the military is a fool's errand. One, the military doesn't fund itself consistently. So over time, funding lapses and the development of a product has to be either fully done by the government because industry goes in a different direction and all of a sudden it's divergent from where this current thing that you have developed for the military is, and now it's obsolete because it's being developed in a different standard. A great example of this is with the B2. The B2 is PowerPC based. That's like the chip that powers it's PowerPC. But the whole world went to Intel. So all the integrations, all the development went down the Intel chip line. Well, the government had paid all this money for the B2, so it kept PowerPC going. It kept that whole development going, but every single year it got further and further away from being able to leverage all the innovations that happened in the private marketplace because its standard, how it was engineered, is something that was really only done for the government and not done for the whole commercial marketplace, which has vastly more resources than the government does. The commercial marketplace is massively bigger in terms of a market than the government is. The government can write really big checks, but as a whole, industry is going to always yield towards developing things towards the commercial market, and they're going to come up with the next innovation, the next connection, the next whatever on the commercial side. And if government isn't aligned to that commercial work, government's going to get left behind. You saw it in FY25. There was no real budget. It was full year CR. So we had a whole gap of new starts. Nothing new is happening. So what does that mean for the government? That means that they lost out on a year plus, really longer than a year, of keeping their systems up to date through continued development that they were funding. Now, if they were leveraging systems that had commercial backbones that were being developed because there's commercial demand for the development to continue, well, the government gets to jump back in at the next level of development of whatever that system was being developed on the commercial side. Well, that's really positive, right? Because now the government didn't, for whatever reason, didn't have money in 25 because of politics and all the other nonsense that was going on, but it didn't miss a step. It gets to jump back in. Technology's already matured that much more because it was maturing through the demand on the commercial side. When you're looking internally into yourself about what idea do I need to pitch to the military, you got to look for something that has product market fit on the commercial side, something that will impact your business. Because you don't have all the resources to go look at these huge market studies, where's the commercial gaps. It's great if you can do those things, but not everyone has that level of time or ability to do the research. But you know that if you have a need yourself, you are a customer of one, and you're probably not that unique. If this would be impactful in your business, it's probably going to be impactful in other people's businesses that are similar to yours. And that gives you the first indicator that you found a commercial gap in the market, that if you fill that gap, you got a business. Now, the next leap is, how do I apply that innovation that I needed for my business to the military? And when you really think about it, it's not that hard, but I'll give you a pro tip. This is like the simplest thing. And I'm going to continue to do this because I believe the culture is shifting in this direction where we have to think this way. What are you pretending not to know? You have your idea, you think it's great. Plug that idea into an AI tool. Doesn't matter which one you use, Chat, Grok, doesn't matter. Plug it in and ask, how would you apply this technology to the military? What are some ideas? Give me 20 ideas. Go through them, pick the one you like the best. All of a sudden, you have someone sitting there brainstorming with you that has all the knowledge of the whole world at its fingertips, and it's coming up with different applications, and it might even give you insights on which offices would care about this in the military, all these different things. So I do this with my clients. I walk through with them, this process. We'll talk through it. We'll make some connections. We leverage our vast resources on different people we know, the experience we have, our affiliate network. Super helpful, and we do that in depth with our clients. But you can do that at home with a simple question. What do I need in my business? What's going to make my business better? Can I develop that? Okay, how do I apply that to the military? That's it. It's a very simple prompt. You ask in any of the AI tools, you'll be surprised by the answers you get. The next piece is execution. You got to follow up on that. You got to make sure you check all the boxes for the government and get your proposal in. Once you get it in, say you get lucky, you get some funding. Now you have the government buying down your technical risk for your commercial product that you're eventually going to go sell. Yes, it's going to help you, but eventually you're going to go sell it. That is government working for you, even though you're the one getting money from them. They're buying down your technical risk. It's non-dilutive capital. They're not taking the equity in your business for doing that. Yes, you have to deliver something on the back end, but with SBIR for phase one, you're literally just delivering product market fit statement. Did I find a customer, an end user? For phase two, yeah, you're going to deliver a prototype, but you need to build a prototype anyways. So allow the government to work for you. Allow this gift that is the Small Business Innovation Research Fund, SBIR dollars. Allow that to work for you and your business and go make some money. So if you like what you heard today, please like and subscribe. We are happy to have you on the channel, and you can follow me on Instagram as well. Talk to you later. Bye.